Okay, I started the build of my Skywalker tonight, and I'm starting with the fuselage. I've got the carbon fiber spar in. I'm running the wires to the rear control surfaces and putting the servos in. I've also added this carbon fiber spar in the vertical stabilizer because I've heard of some reports of people having problems with that snapping as being a weak point, and I figure, well, I got the fuselage open, might as well go ahead and embed that in there. I'm also not real crazy about the limited space for the servo wires. If I ever need to service the servos, it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt, I think. But I think I got enough wire in there just to kind of slip the servo out and take them apart if I need to. Hopefully I won't have to do that. The servos that I'm using here are the Tower Pro MG90S Metal Gear servos. So hopefully I won't have too much of a problem with those. Got a couple of motors, fairly sizable. Got about 150 gram, 1200, and then a kV, and then 120 gram, 1200 kV. I'm not real sure which one I'm going to go with. Probably the lighter of the two. Unfortunately, I'm going to start off with this with a 3-cell setup with these 1200 kV motors because I have lots of 3-cell batteries, and so I'm going to go ahead and try that out and just see what kind of flight performance I get out of them. I'm not convinced that that's going to work for me. I may have to go with like a 900 kV motor with a 4-cell setup, but I don't have any 4-cell batteries, so I'm going to go ahead and start it off with 3 and see how it goes. Again, another Corona RP8D1 receiver, 72 megahertz receiver. I really like these receivers. They seem to work well, so I'm going to put one in here. Okay, the only question I have that I have not been able to figure out is I'm trying to figure out what version Skywalker this is. I know it's not the 5 version that has the single metal spar. It's got this canopy on it. I guess that just screws out on the front. I see a lot of them with the clear plastic canopy and the real thin canopy that fits right along here, and then a plastic cover. Really, I think the difference is some of the later versions, this is a little thicker, and let's see, this particular one looks like about 1 7/8 tall right here. The other thing is the wing. It's got the twin spars, and then it's got this other carbon fiber spar that runs in the middle, like through the bit of dihedral there. So if anybody's got any ideas of how to tell what version plane I have here, I'd appreciate that. I don't know if it's a 3 or a 4 or a 2, or I know it's not the 1, but I'm open to any suggestions on how to tell. I did some research on the internet, and I don't know if I just did a poor job of searching or if the information's not readily available, but I couldn't really find a website that said, okay, version 1, version 2, version 3, 4, 5, here's the differences. So yeah, any information on that would be helpful. But anyway, this is video 1, putting the fuselage together. Hopefully I'll get that glued up maybe sometime tomorrow, and then keep on trucking. Hopefully have this thing up in the air in the next week or so. Thanks.